morning show on Pulse 89.5 Youth Voice, hosted by Andre Baker and Jason G Artistry. Check us out on Instagram and Facebook.
Add them on Facebook.
Youth Voice, your Saturday mornings will never be the same. All the biggest soca artists on one frequency. 89.5 FM, the station for all your premium soca hits.
Baby, when the rest us wine on ya, and I start to feel your hands around my body. I know you just love it when I slow wine on ya. I could feel you pressing hard on me, making it hard for me. Baby, look at me now, whining, grinding hard on each other, down in a corner. Not even breeze could pass between, and it's rudeness on me, my mind. You swear we intertwined. It's pressure when I start to walk, it's trouble when I start. So wine on ya, and you start to put your hands around my body. I know you like love it when I slow wine on ya. I can feel you pressing hard on me, making it hard for me, baby. Slow, bring it in slow, focus on it in slow.
There you go. Yeah. That is the sound of Ray. We caught today. Welcome to Pulse E95 FM. Welcome to Tobago Re. How you loving it so far?
Good morning, Pulse. I am loving it. I'm having a good time. I am enjoying myself.
You been to the beach yet?
Not yet,
Oh, good.
but
That's like a sin, you know.
I will make it there. Before I go, I will make it there. I promise you that.
You gotta do that. So you're here. We gotta find out about Ray. First of all, were you born in TNT? Were you born outside? Tell us a little bit about your beginnings.
So I was born in Trinidad. I am from South Santa Flora, specifically South Gal.
Okay.
But I relocated to the States because I needed to have a surgery that at that time Trinidad was not equipped to do.
Right.
And since then, literally just been back and forth every single year. Just this is I literally, it's two homes for me at the end of the day. Home is home, and then home is the States as well. So but yes, born in Trinidad and Tobago. And I've been singing since I could talk. I've been being told to hush my mouth for a very long time.
Well, it's paying off now. You know,
Yeah.
in school on my report card I used to say the same thing. Talks too much. Guess what? So tell me, how long have you been into music, and what's your first real experience in music?
So, like I say, I was singing since I was small, but I first started really dabbling with like R&B and things like that in the States, and had gone to like Murder Inc. studios a couple times and performed a couple of times, but I would say to do it professionally. I also went to school and I studied music. So let me kind of keep it on the right consecutive order. But then I woke up one day and I was like, all right, Ray, you're playing games. I'm not a shy person, but whenever it came to singing, that's probably when I would become like the most bashful and timid and things like that. So I was like, okay, I'm going to try out for The Voice. I'm going to try out for American Idol. I'm going to do it. And every time I would sign up and it'd say, okay, well, here's your date to attend. I'd be like, there was always an excuse. I'd never go. Yeah, like I would actually never make it because I'd just get too scared. So one day I wake up and I was like, you know what? Enough is enough. Now is the time. I'm ready to do this now. And at that time, Daryl Gervais, who is now my manager, is best friends with my cousin, and my cousin used to be like, oh, you know, I have my boy, he does right for Cass, and you know, so on. I'm like, you think he would take a call with me? Like, just jump on a call, you know, give me some advice and let me know where I could start, what does he recommend, and things like that. And we kind of just hit it off personality-wise, and he's literally never left my side from then. And that was the start of the professional career, which was in 2019. 2019,
so that's just before the pandemic.
Just before. 2020 was my first carnival season as an artist.
Wow, that's wonderful. So how has the experience been so far? Especially we had Jada on last week, and I've known her for years. We kind of started off in the business at the same time, and 10 years, 12 years, she's now already starting to strive. How has it been as a new artist getting into the industry?
For me, being a new artist, I think that I've been very blessed and had a lot of opportunities that I don't think many people would have been able to say that they were able to have in the beginning. But I also feel that I came in at a time where things are different. Like social media is like a big thing where people didn't have that platform before. And then of course the pandemic hit, and some people kind of dropped off in the pandemic, and others kind of used that as a moment to pivot themselves further and just really kind of keep the groundwork going as much as you could through social media. And I think that's kind of what we did. I was like, okay, 2020 was a good season, and we had XYZ going on, and I had so many performances for being it being my first, like, listen, Daryl does walk. Like, if it being my first season, I had so much going on, and I was like, oh my God, well, what do I do? Because now the pandemic hits, and I know come, so does that mean I had to start over? And I was like, you know what? No, we're not going to do that. Yeah, we're going to build with whatever opportunities we have, and we did a lot of like virtual performances and things like that. That still doesn't mean that everything goes your way. It still doesn't mean you get all the opportunities that you wanted. You still end up not getting a lot. But I think the important thing is to pay attention to what does come your way, what opportunities you do end up having, and I will forever be grateful and just blessed with the things that have come my way, and that's really just how I see it at the end of the day.
Well, speaking of opportunities, I think the first track that we played there on the Dominicana rhythm, how did that opportunity come about? Because that's a big one. We know Moto is a big name in the industry. You have Ding Dong on it. How did that opportunity come about?
Well, Moto's my dog, first of all. So big up Moto, big up Team Fox. But I think how that started was from the very beginning. So me coming out from the beginning was also on a rhythm from Moto, which was the Totin rhythm.
Right, yeah.
And that, of course, Daryl lined up. And I think since then the relationship continued to build, a lot of coming out with him and performing, a lot of run-ons, a lot of opportunities that he had even given me in 2020 as well to come and run on with him and things like that. And I think that in continuing the relationship and those kind of things, it just became a like, hey, Ray on this, Ray could jump on, and it's like no scene is Ray, So I think that's a big aspect of the industry, is the building the relationships, and those kind of things help you
to grow,
get on more things and just again form relationships, genuine relationships. And
so we're gonna touch inside another track. This one just released and it's called Tease. You wanna give me a little background on this one?
Tease. So Tease is an early release of the Meal rhythm. Produced by Dan Evans, written by manager / songwriter / everything, Daryl Gervais. But I absolutely love Tease. Like, Tease, I think, might be, I just hate to say this because I love a lot of the tracks that we do, but Tease is probably one of my favorites.
One of your personal favorites.
Yeah. There's something about the energy in Tease. But the funny thing is, Tease is about not teasing. But
really?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to take it in a little bit. Here is Ray with Tease.
Yeah, man.
Give me the walk now, baby, come. Give me the walk, don't play. Bring the walk now, baby, come. Give me the walk right there. Don't tease me with a good time, baby. Don't tease me like that. I am a different mood when I'm jamming, baby. Don't tease me like that. Now you're whining good enough. Now whining good enough. Now I'm whining wrong for you. Now whining good enough.
Yeah. Careful, baby. Just approach it with caution. Better focus on it. Cause that kind of thing not normal. Give me action, baby. Give me pace. Rough it up and lift it up and come let we turn up the place. Don't tease me with a good time, baby. Don't tease me like that. I in a different mood when I jamming, baby. Don't tease me like that cause you're whining. Hey, that wine ain't good enough. Love how I whining rude for ya. Here where we get them instructions. When my back stop bend, get in position behind me. Make it real, no pretend. And you best keep up with my timing. Cause I want action, baby. I will pace. Rough it up and lift it up and come let we mash up the place. Don't tease me with a good time, baby. Don't tease me like that. I in a different mood when I jamming, baby. Don't tease me like that cause you're whining good enough. Now wine it good enough. Love how I whining road for ya. Now wine it good enough, yeah. Give me the walk now, baby, come. Give me the walk, don't play. Bring the walk now, baby, come. Give me the walk right there. Give me the walk now, baby, come. Give me the walk, don't play. Bring the walk now, baby, come.
You sure this isn't about teasing?
Nah, I'm telling you, don't tease me. It's a good time. Listen, I giving you permission. I say when my back start bend, get in position behind me. If you
don't miss out.
If you don't do what the instructions telling you, well, you missing out. I telling you to come when we back start bend.
I'm really loving that one. That nice groove, nice vibes. And how you think your music has been received here now? You're from here, but you're living outside. Is it more difficult? You know, you're not home all the time to feel that vibe?
I do think it's more difficult, for sure. One, because sometimes the music playing and you don't know it playing. You have no idea, because it's like if somebody not tagging you that radio playing it, you're kind of sitting on the outside like, does anybody know the songs? Like is anybody hearing it? But it has the moments where people will catch it and be like, hey Ray, I know hear you on 96, I know hear on this, I know hear you. So those moments mean a lot to me, but I do think it is harder because you're outside, you're not here to do as heavy load of our groundwork.
Right.
So it's a little more difficult, but I think it's up to the individual to push that, right? Again, we have different platforms that wasn't available before. So as long as you keep doing what you had to do, you keep making yourself seen, sometimes is that triggers maybe getting it more played on radio, you know what I'm saying? It is not always that the radio is the right, exactly. So I think it's up to the individual to push. It is harder, but if you had to drive, it's nothing.
So tell persons where they can see Ray during this season. Of course, you're in Tobago. Will you be performing here as well?
Yes, so tonight we in Barcode. All you come out tonight for Barcode, please. I would love to see everybody, meet everybody. And then we heading back, and then it's Hilton. Honestly, follow my social media, because that I will upload it every week as to what the lineup is weekly. So unless Daryl was ready to feed me everything that I can't remember. I can't remember it off the top of my head, but follow the socials. It's ray.official, and I spell Ray with an E, and that will give you everything you need to know, the play-by-play, where you're going for other radio interviews, where you could find me just liming, where I'm performing, all of that in one spot.
And what's next for Ray? Of course, after Carnival, you know, plans to tour and probably any collaborations as well in the future.
Yes. Yes. So more music, more touring, collaborations coming ASAP.
Any names that we know?
I could start with one, Lero.
That's a big one. That's what we're definitely looking forward to.
Yeah. So I'm really excited for that one, and big up Lero as well. He's another person who has definitely shown the love and given me opportunities as well. So things are coming. Follow.
and who would you say would be your dream collab? Like who's just the soca artist that you would say, if I get a rest on everything?
Oh God, I don't want to be cliche, but I feel by just that statement, you probably already know who I'm gonna say. But Kes.
Yeah.
Kes. But not because Kes is Kes, right? Is the vocals, is the talent, is like, yes, his name is his name.
Match and
but is the talent behind the man that I really respect, you know? So that's definitely like my top tier wish.
Okay, definitely looking forward. So,
putting it out into
so what we're gonna do is touch on a little bit. Your latest one is called Boogie Woogie. Of course, it's featuring Roy Cape. Are you related to Roy Cape? Or you got to do this one?
Yeah, so I am related to Roy Cape. Roy Cape is my cousin, and he has been saying for quite some time, you must tell people we's family. Tell them we's real family, you know. But for me, I never want that to be the reason.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, it's because.
Right,
yeah.
Exactly. So I think things happen the way they're supposed to happen and in the right time. And when this rhythm came about, I was like, you know what? I was like, the vibe this giving me is like real old vibes, like old school calypso. Like, I feel Roy had to be on this one. And I was like, this is the way I would like to show the relation, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Not radio interview. Yeah, well, you know, right, you know, like that's not my style. I don't operate like that. So this was the way to also pay respect to him. He's a legend at the end of the day, definitely. You know what I'm saying? And we have to honor them while they're here. So aside from him jumping on this because of the love and the relationship, it's also me wanting to give that respect. It's me wanting to make that tribute to him and have his name still be out there and things like that. So yeah, big up Roy Cape.
Here is Roy Cape. It's called Boogie Woogie.
Why?
Loving this one, really loving this one.
Thank you.
That nice old school vibe, that old school jam.
Yeah, man.
So are you part of the writing process as well?
So for this one, I can't take any kind of credit whatsoever. This is Daryl. Daryl does be, like I say, he does be working. But how he does work is when we get a rhythm, I will tell him, like, this is what I feel for it. This is what I hearing on it. And I was like, I want it. I want to bring back real old school vibes. Like, I want to throw in all the old school terminology, everything. Just fill it up with all of that, right? So then he does do his thing. He does write. And then when we start to record, if I hear any little thing that I could add in or switch up or whatever, then we'll do it like that. But, yeah, man, Daryl Gervais, big up yourself. Big up yourself, songwriter!
So Ray, we're definitely looking forward. Persons, if you want to see Ray live singing this one and all her jams, and we're going to have her sing this one a little bit, but she will be at I Love Soca later, and it's a massive show. Let's tell Tobago to come out to see you later on. Tobago,
all y'all look alive, are outside, and I want all you outside with me, so show up, please.
It's how we do inside with Ray Paulson at Vibe FM.
Jump and wave, rhythm to wine and jump, rhythm to trot it waist. No, it's not time to stand up and coast, darling. No, it's time to free up yourself, lad. When the rhythm hits you, just hold on something. No, it's time to free up yourself. Cause when we come outside to have a damn good time, I don't want nobody kill me mood. And when soca playing and this bam bam shaking, no we out and bad behavior loose. And just get them rhythm to jump and wave, rhythm to wine and jam, rhythm to trot it way.